Someone had to do it. Okay, we're all set to go here. Welcome to NLSS After Dark. I'm 3-2. Gonna be starting off with speed-powered Gunbike. One of the many strange games I've discovered. Anyway, I've been on kind of a streak with this one lately. I've improved my time on it quite a bit by switching characters. So I'm going to be using Ami, the White Rider, aka Powder Doll, whatever that means. She doesn't have the cannon that does the quick kills or stuff, so it's pretty much just like a straight-up better execution kind of character. She's got a dive kick move that makes a certain boss way more bearable. And that alone, I think, is probably where my major time save was. Anyway, I'm good to go. None of them turn into a tank. I'll be punching several tanks. But anyway, let's go ahead and get going. After Dark, Hashin. Oh, I hit the timer too early, and I hit cancel instead of select. Yeah. Hope that's the worst thing that happens tonight. So this is a kind of a cool little game. Not super well known. This is actually the first game that Inti Creates made. The people known for Mega Man Zero, ZX, Mighty Number 9. I just think it's interesting that their first actual game was a 3D polygonal PlayStation thing, when they're so known for 2D throwbacks now. Anyway, your bike has 3 modes. This is speed bike mode. As you might expect, it's the fastest one, but if you take damage while you fly off of it like Excite Bike. And this is rally mode. It makes you stabler and you don't get thrown off the bike. You lose a little bit of speed, but you turn sharper. Oh yeah, they made plenty of good games. Recently I got back into Dragon Marked for Death after, presumably a lot of patches. Taking that door, and by taking I mean breaking, saves you making a really big, awkward hairpin turn. And half of my route is based around avoiding that horrible tire squealing sound. I skipped a fuel power-up, but I won't really need it. So yeah, probably a few of you have noticed by now, there is a gauge in the upper left corner marked Energy. Your life bar and your timer are effectively one and the same in this. So if you're playing fast, you're playing good, and that's the kind of incentive I needed to actually pick a speed game. Excuse me. Still getting over a bit of congestion. See, Gunbike it's more than a game, it's the story of us. Or something. Okay. Your end of level bonuses start at 5,000 and tick down depending on how you screw up. This is kind of a neat introductory boss. The gimmick is you have to knock its feet down to reach the main body. And due to the way it recoils from damage, there's like a certain sweet spot you can hit repeatedly for extra damage while it's down. Thank you for the good luck. Actually beat him up pretty good this time. It is very hard to control. It's a pre-DualShock PS1 game, so making precise turns is almost impossible. But hey, if you stay aggressive and hit him while he's down a lot, you'll get the full speed bonus. And I use that as kind of my guideline that I'm doing well, since I haven't remade my splits. Every once in a while, that mine layer truck will get in your way. Usually it hangs over to the left. Yeah, I'm very stubborn when it comes to, like, figuring out games about robots. So I'm like, this has transforming motorcycles, and I want to learn it. So this is probably one of the more annoying sequences in the game. You got these two kids. Oh. Well, that's disappointing. You got these two annoying kids that sideswipe you on their bikes, and their goal is to trying to slow you down so they can shoot at you from the front. And the more shooting they do, the more it slows you down. Enemy damage isn't even really a major threat through most of the game. It's just that whole shared battery power thing, combined with how it can knock you around at times. This charge move, you're pretty safe during. But most other modes, you'll either get knocked off your bike or knocked off course if you take damage. Okay, now he does that little abayo. That means they're done screwing with you. Now, there's a neat little clip that the other characters can do here, because their melee attacks have like a follow-up move that this person can't quite pull off. You could just go straight through the guardrails instead of drive around them. But I'm starting to get used to the zigzag motion that you need to get around it, so it's alright. Not a big deal. This stage is really pretty straightforward, but it also has lots of wrong paths that are obnoxious to turn around in because your turning sucks. Whoop. It's like the angle is just sharp enough that if you overshoot a turn, you almost have to stop cold and just turn on the spot from the dead end. And we're through the tunnels. What's coming up is probably the best boss in the game. Just in my opinion, it's the only one that really takes full advantage of the whole you're on a high-speed vehicle kind of aspect. It'd be great if there were more chase stages like this. The worst bosses are the outright arena battles, because your handling is that bad. Oh! See, like right there, I got hit by a giant cannon, and the actual damage isn't that bad, but I'm wasting a lot of time running back to the bike. This train will also occasionally diverge into the side tunnels. It happens more on the higher difficulties. There we go. I'm not exactly sure how you get over 5,000 as a power bonus on that fight. It just kind of happens sometimes when 5,000 seems to be the max otherwise. And this is probably my least favorite stage, because it's an outright maze. And again, bad cornering, questionable camera, tight corridors that all look the same. Not a good combination. Go! Ball Nate, thank you for the raid. If you do that little LR wiggle while you're attacking the barriers, it counts as more hits. And they go down with like 3 hits each, so speeding that up, pretty easy. It's not as useful on bosses because they tend to have iframes. On the right, next to where it says what mode I'm in, there's a heat gauge. And if you boost too long at a time in robot mode, it'll overheat and you won't be able to keep dashing. But it refills really, really fast. So it's not even that big of a handicap. You just hear a really nasty sound occasionally. And thanks for the good luck. And here is a turn that I always miss. Yeah, weird, right? Powered by speed? Oh. Almost got me again. I always forget where that guardrail gauntlet is. There's your tanks. All of that changed once the Fire Nation attacked, you know. The Gunbike Nation. Hey, cat. So as I mentioned before, if you've seen other runs I've done, I've changed characters recently. Ami features better handling and acceleration, so if she gets turned around or screws up in these sections, she can get back up to speed way faster. She doesn't really have any useful special moves other than her dive kick, and that's kind of good for one really specific part. There we go. But it makes the overall execution a lot easier. So this is a really annoying boss. It's basically a big sea monster. You can speed this up a little bit if you shoot it while it's out of the water to make it aggro and go on the deck faster. Busta kick! So as you can see, I've done like 2/3 damage on its first cycle. That dive kick is like just ridiculously good against this specific enemy. I would really love if they remade this, you know, with some quality of life improvements for like the camera and stuff. I gotta get one more cycle in there. By the way, this is the only time you'll see me using the gun in this. In spite of the title, your guns are basically useless. No, Sony Music Pictures has the license, because they published it. I'll also show off the hover, which is useless. Atashi. That's because it's not useful, other than to set up the dive kick. The incredibly intuitive sequence for doing that is you hold circle, tap X, then tap triangle. Firing your gun is triangle, or while holding circle. God, even with my compass turn on, I took the wrong turn. There will be a lot of these purple cannon fodder guys in this stage. They're a little more dangerous on the higher difficulties because they start just putting like entire platoons of them. Oh yeah, rally mode, you don't get knocked off your bike if you get shot, and it turns better too. Plus it's really funny to watch her ram her face into things. But yeah, if you're driving around in rally mode, you don't have to deal with that whole excite bike damage penalty thing. So these stupid little drones are actually kind of a psych out. Whoop. God, she has a weird run. Probably should have just grabbed the energy while I was off course. That would be a good marketing slogan. They should like make a sequel to this and just make a team out of like Gunbike, Sword Bike, and I don't know, Axe Bike or something. So this is another kind of mazy section, but not bad compared to the carrier. The trick here is to, like, not accelerate constantly. Otherwise you'll just keep ricocheting off the walls. There are a few little, like, extra health pickups I can find if I get, like, really bad off in here. Speed, bike, bike, bike. I probably shouldn't have been able to do that, but I did it. My character is not reacting well to the ghost girl saying Oni-chan. She's not a fan of the Emoto archetype. Wow, I've completely gotten disoriented. But I'm almost at the end, so... hey. The next boss is a weird ghost girl. For some reason. Clear! Okay. This used to be, like, the worst boss to me. And I still don't really like teleporting bosses on principle. But now that I kind of have a handle on how she works, it's not that bad. She generally teleports on the diagonals. I am... oh. You know what? I think I might have just discovered something. Yeah! If I go to, like, the extreme edge of the roof that she lands on, she stays on the same roof. You saw it first here. I think I figured out how to manipulate this thing. Okay, this part's stupid. It's not as easy as playing as Ippei because he can just one-shot this boss, but his AI is still set to just be mindlessly aggressive. So you can get him stuck on the wall and just charge into him over and over. You get a free Berserk mode at the start of this stage. So you can do most of your damage like that. The idea is she's supposed to be going to like an Evangelion-like berserker state and running around on all fours. And then after this fight, she beats up her commanding officer, and then she gets like... she awakens to a higher state. Which I'm going to show off now, so I can bypass this stupid tank gauntlet. Whoosh! You know it is, you beat up your boss, it's very cathartic. Then you just get crazy angel wings for no reason. Please note, those were in fact bikes with guns. Unlike my gun bike that has none. Effectively none. There's actually a, oh, whoa, whoa. That ain't good. There is another wing attack you could do as like a regular charge follow-up. But hers is like got really weird timing compared to the other two. The guy on the red bike does like a corkscrew dive move as a follow-up attack. And the commanding officer dude has like a pair of laser swords he goes into a frenzy with. Which is the only cool thing about him. Oh! Well, I aimed wrong there. We can still get a pretty good time if the next boss cooperates. Because the boss that's coming up is easily, like, the worst. He is the run killer. Oftentimes the bike killer. This chase was a lot shorter than the first one. Thankfully. You can usually get past it just by, like, staying in the far right lane and going as fast as possible. There we go. Okay, so. This guy. Not bad so far. Ah. Oh. So, this is incredibly awkward. Oh. That is the worst attack to get hit by. If you get hit by the drills, he can juggle you and it can take away like 70 energy immediately. They're probably going to try and heal now. That's an undesirable scenario. Or they're going to shoot me in the face at point-blank range, and I am already dead. So yeah. This guy sucks, okay? So, like, this guy operates almost completely at random. He will attack the walls. And that makes it really hard to aim. Well, it's hard to aim in general. It's hard to gauge what he's going to do because he just does whatever. The most you can hope for is to get him stuck in a little jab infinite like this. But as soon as he turns and slips out of it, you have to deal with this bullshit again. If you hit him too many times too fast, he'll split and do that runaway thing. Oh, he's doing his little temper tantrum. Okay. Now that I've killed him with my ass, let's move on. So this is the final boss. It's basically a simple timing thing, but really obnoxious. Every time you hit it, it fires off a stream of, like, revenge bullets. And when the bullets stop coming, it's going to drop its shield again. Screw up your timing, and you hit the shield, and the little things orbiting it will hit you. And if you get hit by the bouncy balls, you are screwed, because they are massively damaging. Here I have hit it straight on instead of slightly off-centered, so I got stuck. Let's make another pass at it. Whoops. Good God. Getting stuck in the barrier a lot today. That's what you're trying to do, is to kind of like graze it from the side and shoot out the other side. Getting shot in the back and juggled is also another thing you don't want to do. Didn't have enough speed to attempt a charge that time. Okay, one more hit should do it. Oh well. No speed bonus, but that was satisfying. Thank you. But it's not totally over yet because I still have control through this strange sequence the game ends on. This is very 90s anime right here. I have control of the game, but not much else. It's one of those things where, like, I can't really speed this up by much, but I also could conceivably slow it down. So there's still a mild bit of execution there. I lose control after the green gems show up. It's really hard, but you can collect all of the 2001 Space Odyssey slabs. I don't think it really does anything. Yeah, I was too far over that time. You have to, like, barely touch the side of each one when they come really close. So, yeah, we're flying through one of Sephiroth's special attacks. His special attack was Gunbike the entire time. I should, like, get a translator and make them sit here and interpret this entire game for me. Well, this is not quite my best time, but I'm still well under estimate, so I'm happy. Yeah, I never really understood the hype for Knights. I figured it was because I only played the Wii port. Every once in a while, the sequence will glitch out and the music doesn't load, so you're just stuck in uncomfortable silence with a floating naked person. Ah, there's the Chaos Emeralds. Come on, gimme, gimme. I kind of miss the other guy because he looks like Nestor from Howard and Nestor. And that is it.
一緒になればいいのよ。可能性は無限よ。さあ、
Yep.
待ってるから。一緒に融合の時を。そしていつかは私たちも空へ。
I hope that sets the tone for the rest of the marathon. Okay. Well, that's been Speed Power Gunbike. I've been the 3-2. Thank you for having me. Thank you for humoring me.